Students, welcome back. I'm sure you have very well understood your first chapter, sentences and phrases. Now, we'll be beginning with the second chapter of your grammar portion, that is nouns and pronouns. I'm sure students, you must have read about nouns and pronouns in your earlier classes also. Now, what is a noun? A noun is a word that represents a person, place, thing or idea. Many of you must have played that game, person, place, name, place, person and thing, and that is also based on nouns. There are different types of nouns. For example, common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun, material noun. Read about these different types of nouns in an elaborate way. What are proper nouns? Proper nouns are nouns that refer to specific people, places, or things. For example, Nigeria, Steve, or White House. Nigeria is a name of a country, that is a particular country. Steve is a name of a person, or White House. White House is the name of a particular house. Now, as we moving on with the common nouns, let me give you an example from the proper nouns itself. As I said, Nigeria is a name of a country. So here we have both the nouns, proper noun as well as common noun. Nigeria is proper noun and country is common noun. Now, what are common nouns? They refer to general unspecific categories. So as I give you the example, Nigeria is a particular place or a particular country, and country is a common noun. There are so many countries in the world, so that country is common. Another example is Jaipur. Jaipur is a proper noun because it names a specific state, whereas state is a common noun because it can refer to any other state. Say Jaipur, Maharashtra, or Delhi, Lucknow, any other state. Another example is Harvard. Harvard refers to a particular place of higher learning, whereas the common noun university can refer to any school of that type. There are so many universities, so one of them is Harvard. So Harvard is a proper noun, whereas university is a common. Now, moving on with another type of noun, that is abstract nouns. Now, abstract nouns are those nouns which refer to ideas, qualities, or conditions like love, hate, power, and time also. They are all examples of abstract nouns. Example I'll give you is all you need is love. So love is you have to feel. It cannot be shown. You cannot see it. You cannot hear it. There is so much hate. So hate again is an example of abstract noun. We must use this time wisely. So here wisely is abstract noun. Now moving on with the collective nouns, that's another type of noun. Collective nouns are nouns that refer to a group of something in particular. Often, collective nouns are used to refer to groups of animals. Consider the following sentences. Look at that gaggle of geese. So when so many geese are there, we just call it gaggle. There used to be herds of wild buffalo on the prairie. So here, herds is collective noun. A crowd of kids is in the pool today. Now, there are many kids, but when we call them collectively, we call it crowd of kids. The team did a great job in the competition. The team, it can be a football team, it can be a cricket team. So team, when there are many players in a group, they are called team. So these are the noun. Now material nouns. What are material nouns? They refer to materials or substances from which things are made. For example, wood. This table is made of wood. Another example is cotton. Cotton is an adjective and used in cotton dress. But however, cotton is a material noun when used to describe the crop. For example, we use cotton from a local farm in our t-shirts. Another example I can give you is gold. I have a ring made up of gold. So here gold is material noun. The next topic of our book is pronouns. Pronouns are words that replaces nouns. Examples are I, me, she, we, they, who, that, yours, his, her, it, and so on. So for a girl, as you all know, we use she or her. For group of people, them or they, irrespective of the gender. And for non-living things and animals, we use it. Now again, we have many types of. Let's cover the first kind of pronoun, that is distributive pronouns. A distributive pronoun refers to each person, place, or thing separately. The three distributive pronouns are each, either, neither, and they are always singular. Remember, these three pronouns are also considered indefinite, and indefinite pronouns used as subjects and their verbs must agree. Singular indefinite pronouns should have a singular verb, and singular verbs usually end with s in the present tense. Plural indefinite pronouns should have a plural verb, and plural verbs usually do not end with s in the present tense. The example that I would like to give you of distributive pronoun is each one of you will get a toffee. So here, when I'm talking about each one of you, that means every single person. And suppose another example, if I say, neither you nor your friend will go to the library. So here again, I'm talking about two individuals, neither you nor your friend. Pronoun is possessive pronouns. Now, what does the word possessive means? Possessive means when we own something. A possessive pronoun is a pronoun that is used to indicate possession or ownership. For example, this pen is my pen, not your pen. So we will say it like that. This pen is mine, not yours. This is my laptop. It is mine. So here, my is not the possessive pronoun. Mine is possessive pronoun. Another type of pronoun is personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are used for a specific object or person. For example, I, we, you, they, he, she. Now, demonstrative pronouns used to show or identity one or a number of nouns that may be far or near in distance or time. This, that, these, those. Now, we use the demonstrative pronoun this when the things are near, that when the things are far, these when the things are near but in plural, those when the things are far and in plural. Now, let's moving on to interrogative pronouns. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions about a person or object that we do not know about. Examples remains the same, just like all the interrogative words, the WH words, who, whom, which, what, whoever, whichever. If we give the example in sentence, we'll say, who is your teacher? So here the pronoun is who. Relative pronouns. What are relative pronouns? They are used to join or relate two different clauses together by referring to the noun in the previous clause using the pronouns who, whom, whose, which, or that. Now let me frame an example for you for relative pronouns. Suppose there are two sentences. The first sentence is I saw the boy, full stop. And the second sentence is the boy was wearing a funny dress. Now you have to join these two sentences by a relative pronoun. So how you are going to do that? We will say I saw the boy who was wearing a funny dress. So that way two sentences have become one by the help of relative pronoun. Okay. So now moving on for the indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns are used to show unspecified objects or people, whether in plural or in singular. Someone up here, someone can be used for a particular person, also for a singular person, also for a plural person also. Anybody, anyone, nowhere, few, many, nothing. So if we give the example in a sentence like, many people came to the party. So here the indefinite pronoun is many. Now here, many, like we are not referring how many Number, there is no definite, number. So that is why we call it indefinite. Nothing is left. Nothing में यहाँ पे we would say that nothing में, like if we say there were so many things but nothing is left. We are not referring what all things were there. We are just saying nothing is left. So there is no definite things we are not talking about. So that is why it is called indefinite pronouns. Now the next type of pronoun is reflexive and intensive pronouns. What are reflexive pronouns? They are used to indicate a noun which has been used in an earlier part of the same sentence. Myself, herself, themselves, himself, yourself, itself, ourselves. Now, reflexive is you did your work yourself. If I say, I told my mother myself, that I myself, I was stressing upon the word myself. I myself told my mother. Now, moving on, reciprocal pronouns. They are used when two or more nouns are doing or being the same to one another. For example, each other, one another. If we give an example in a sentence, we would say, they play with each other. Means both of them were involved with each other in playing. The children looked at one another. Means they looked at one another. If one person is looking, the other person is also looking. So they are called reciprocal pronouns. And now, children, here is a pronoun chart. As you all know, first person is I, me, my, mine, myself. Second person, we talk about the other person with whom we are talking. You, your, yours, yourself. And the third person is when two people are talking about someone else, a third person, he, him, his, himself. For males and for females, it is she, her, hers, herself. And third person, another for a thing or an animal, we use it. And then for first person, plural is we, us, our, ourselves. Second person plural remains the same. There is no change because for plural and singular second person, we always use you. And for third person plural is they, them, their, theirs, and themselves. So I'm sure you enjoyed this chapter, and I'm sure you will be finishing your notebook work, and see you soon in the next class. Thank you.